Hello there, and today we are talking what advice would I give to my teenage self? Well, I would give myself a lot of advice, and I would definitely be a lot further ahead, a lot quicker if I listened to that advice as well. So, unfortunately, I was one of those kids that didn't listen at school, and I did everything I could trying not to learn, not turning up, looking outside the window as the class was going on and being the class clown. I'm actually embarrassed to say right now, as you know, we have a free education and what a wonderful gift it is. You know, people in other countries are walking 10 miles there, 10 miles back, and possibly risking their lives to get an education. But because it's so easily available in the UK and developed countries, we do take it for granted, and I was definitely one of those people. And as a result, I got one GCSE in PE as well, which back then most of the mark was practical. So I really did fail badly when it comes to education. But this is not necessarily a prerequisite to do poorly. Lots of people I knew did very, very well at school and perhaps didn't do quite as well after they left school. And the teachers sort of make us believe that if you don't do well at school, that is it for you, and that is really not true. But I would say it definitely gives you options, and if you can have more options rather than a smaller amount of options, that's definitely a good thing. So yeah, I would have tried a bit harder at school, but I would have also said to myself, as soon as I become of age, invest in property and buy as much as possible. So I was actually very lucky, and I did buy my first property at 18, which I know for some people is actually quite young. But I could have bought even more when I was younger. I wish I bought double the amount, triple the amount, because you know, those properties now, what seemed very expensive back then, now seem extremely cheap. The reason being, property in the UK and a lot of the developed world, definitely in the UK, people talk about 7, 10, 12 years it doubles in value, and depending on when you're looking back from, this is very true. But even if it was 15 years it took to double in value, you know, wouldn't you want to buy a property for 200 grand today and it's going to be worth 400,000 in 15 years time if you're making a monthly profit on that? I know I definitely would, and I wish I bought even more. So that would be one bit of advice I'll give myself. The next bit of advice would be surround yourself with people that are better than you in every way, especially if you're looking to achieve something business-wise, become richer, wealthier. Surround yourself with people, with very successful people. So if I was interested in property, you know, I should have been going to property networking events even earlier than I did, you know, 18 years old and working for free, just looking to learn. And that learning would have equated to much, much more money. But you don't know what you don't know. So I would definitely say, you know, have a look at the 5 people that are closest to you, and you will get a very good insight of what your future is going to look like. So if you're looking to do well in business, get around people that are a bit further ahead than you, and this will massively benefit you. So another bit of advice, also I would give myself the advice, don't work for money, trading your time for money. Invest your money. Have your money work for you even whilst you sleep, because this is how the rich get richer. Warren Buffett, the famous investor, says, if you're not making money whilst you sleep, you will work until you die. This is one of the most intelligent men in the world when it comes to financial investments. So I would highly recommend you listen to his advice. Now there's lots of ways we can do this. So obviously one is property, which I absolutely love, but we can also do it in stocks and shares. You can have intellectual properties such as books, the YouTube channel, or just a few other options you have there where you could be asleep and still be making money. And this in my mind is always a much better way. If I could choose making £1 passively whilst I sleep or £2 actively whilst awake, I'm definitely taking the £1 because that will just keep on working for me. And that's how true wealth is created, as we can always make more money, but we can't make more time, and the rich people know this. So that would be another bit of advice I would give myself. I would also say educate myself as much as possible, read books, listen to YouTube videos, go on seminars, and know the biggest asset we have is between our ears, and it is our mind, because we don't know what we don't know. So get around great minds and good things will happen to you. Now, I've always been someone with very high integrity, and if I give my word, then that is it. And I would also recommend to any people out there looking to start in business or just in life in general, be a person of your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. This can be dramatically beneficial for you in every aspect of your life, but especially in business. So the most recent property deal we've been accepted on, me and my business partner, and we're buying, we've actually borrowed the whole of the deposit funds from my business partner's friend. And this is because he knows we are people of integrity. We are going to pay him back. We're going to pay the interest we've stated we're going to pay him. And if we didn't have his money, maybe we wouldn't be doing this deal. And it's a really great deal. So be a person of integrity. If you're going to say you're going to be somewhere, be there. Be there a little bit early. Don't turn up late, because this starts giving you a bad reputation as someone who is unreliable. And being reliable is very, very important, especially when we are talking business. People need to trust you. If there's no trust, you're not going to be working with people, and they're not going to be trusting you, especially with large sums of money. So that would be advice I would give to generally teenagers out there, and be a person of integrity. That's always going to benefit you in a massive, massive way in all aspects of life. So here are just a few tips I'll give myself and potentially to the other younger people out there that are looking to make their way in the world and achieve success. So I hope this has been very beneficial for you. There will be another video next Friday. Please like and subscribe. If you agree or disagree with what I said, please leave a comment in the description below, and I'll be happy to talk anything out with you. And I'll see you next week, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.